Créé en février 2014 et composé de jeunes Guinéens vivant ici aux États-Unis, les Frères Unis, l'ONG, a organisé le premier fundraising pour venir en aide aux enfants démunis en Guinée. Pour joindre l'acte à la bonne volonté, les membres ont invité une cinquantaine de donateurs qui ont rehaussé de leur présence ce dimanche 28 septembre 2014. Après l'apéritif et le cocktail servi, Fatou Camara, le maître de cérémonie, après avoir planté le décor, a remercié l'ensemble des invités avec mention spéciale sur 3 invités spéciaux.
I would like to mention a special thanks to my co-workers that are over there in the back. Thank you all for honoring Les Frères Unis Foundation.
Elle a ensuite invité sur le podium Alpha Khan, président et CEO des Frères Unis. Après avoir lancé un message fort et plaidé pour la cause des enfants, rassurant ses donateurs de la bonne gestion des fonds, il a expliqué que les dons serviront à lutter contre la pauvreté.
Well, when we formed these non-profit organizations, many people ask me several questions. They say to me that, how are you sure the money is going to get to the destination? Well, I had one answer for them. I took a trip to Guinea recently in August 2014. I went to Guinea to form Les Frères Unis and learn more about the school situation. So this means that we know what's going on in Guinea. During my visit, I had the opportunity to meet with some parents and many students who showed me that they desire to learn. However, financial difficulties make it very hard for people to send their children to school, care for them when they are sick, and put bread on the table. We all know it's not easy for them over there.
Il a ensuite exhorté les uns et les autres à joindre les Frères Unis ou à souscrire dans le même sens dans leurs propres initiatives.
I urge you, every one of you, to join Les Frères Unis in the fight against poverty and reduce crime by promoting education. Well, there's a lot you can do. You can either join Les Frères Unis or you can start something on your own or by voluntarily doing something for your country. We all know the problems of our country. No need for me now to discuss any problem with anyone here because we all know. Well, we call here today for the solution. We all know the problem. The problems are known. Now let's find out the solution together in order to lead the country forward.
Au cours de la cérémonie, des vidéos ont été projetées pour corroborer les actions de l'ONG. Aminata Tall, président des Frères Unis, a mis l'accent sur l'éducation, l'alphabétisation et l'emploi de la jeune fille.
Les enfants du primaire et du secondaire du pays. Développer et soutenir les activités d'éducation scolaire et de sensibilisation. Collaborer avec toutes les ONG qui luttent contre la pauvreté. Participer à l'alphabétisation et à la création de l'emploi de la jeune fille. En effet, le peuple de Guinée, à travers son ONG, reste très reconnaissant et exprime sa profonde gratitude aux Frères Unis pour leur engagement dans l'atteinte de ces objectifs. Dans le cadre de sa mise en œuvre, au plan d'action 2014-2015, nous envisageons reporteriez les enfants déshérités en âge d'aller à l'école dans les quartiers de Conakry.
Les témoignages de Aïssatou Khan et Nancy Silla, jeunes filles de moins de 15 ans, reflètent mieux l'avenir des enfants démunis dont rêve l'ONG Frères Unis de réussir. Elles ont interpellé les donateurs à aider les enfants déshérités.
And I saw kids with 1 book, 1 pencil, and 1 pen. I thought it was like America. That was their homework, but when they went to school, they had more books. 4 years later, my dad asked me to write a speech. I wondered what it was about. He told me it was to help Guinea get books, pencils, and much, much more. But I assumed they already had it. Now I would like to start. I go to Maho and Herkoma. When I go to school, I have a lot of supplies to last me the whole year. But Guinea don't. That's why we asked you to come today. If you donate money, we can make miracles happen. But it starts with you. We can't have school without supplies. Imagine your kids are in this situation. Thank you and have a nice day.
Jay Gill, président Kida Interstate, est un des donateurs, comme tant d'autres, qui croient à cette action des Frères Unis.
Okay, hi, thank you for coming to this special event. It's the fundraising for kids. And could you tell me a little bit about how do you see this and why did you accept to come here today on this special event?
Well, I work as a delivery company, and Abdul, one of your member here, I believe he's the director. I believe he's the director, and he invited me, and the first time I'm here, and I enjoyed your visit, enjoyed your company, enjoyed the whole thing, and I saw what you do, and which is a very good cause, and I hope you do well in this. Okay.
Thank you so much.
No problem. My name is Jay Gill.
Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Fatou Kamara. I'm the chair of Les Frères Unis Board of Members. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to do some introductions. Okay, mesdames, messieurs, j'ai l'honneur et le plaisir de vous présenter trois honorables invités qui sont parmi nous aujourd'hui. Je veux citer M. Cheikh Tidiane Traoré, consultant en communication, Monsieur Baba Silla, ingénieur en télécommunication à Verizon, Aboubakar Sakho, administrateur de aujourd'hui en Guinée.com. Okay. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor and privilege of presenting the events program. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome each and every one of you at Les Frères Unis' first annual fundraising dinner. Thank you all for coming today. Before I go, I would like to mention a special thanks to my coworkers that are over there in the back. Thank you all for honoring Les Frères Unis Foundation. Thank you for coming. Okay, the program will be as follows. First, we will have the mission statement. Then we're going to have, after that, the speech of the CEO and president, followed by his video presentation. The second will have the speech of the secretary and director of outreach. And then the first speech will be followed by the speech of the president of Les Frères Unis, branch of Guinea. That will be followed by two special guests who will be speaking one after another. After those special guests, we will have a video presentation showing a comparison between Guinean and US school systems. After that presentation, we will have the speech of the business coordinator. After the business coordinator's speech and presentation, we're going to have a raffle. After the raffle, we're going to have the closing statement. And then after the closing statement, the last will be the dinner itself. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope each and every one of you will enjoy this exceptional and wonderful moment that will mark a history for Les Frères Unis Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Okay, but before I call our first speaker, I would like to talk a little bit about Les Frères Unis Foundation and its mission. Les Frères Unis, Inc. was founded on February 20th, 2014, by a group of young Guineans living in New York City. Its mission is to provide as many poor kids as possible with school tuition, school supplies, medical supplies, transportation fare, and allowances for food. Without going any further, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome the CEO and President of Les Frères Unis, Mr. Alpha Khan, for his remarks. Please welcome Mr. Khan.
Dear distinguished guests, yes, I'm calling every one of you a distinguished guest because your presence here is worthy of self-esteem and admiration. My name is Alpha Khan. I'm the President and CEO of Les Frères Unis Foundation. I would like to warmly welcome you to our first annual banquet. I would also like to thank Grace Charles School for supporting Les Frères Unis. And special thanks to Miss Denise Watson for all your hard work. Well, this organization is not politically affiliated and will not be politically affiliated, not influenced by any political party. In other words, we are not supporting any political party, nor against any government. What we are here for is to provide humanitarian assistance to Guinean children. Our plan is to solicit funds such as monetary or in-kind donations, to help the less fortunate in Guinea. While we are trying to maintain our lifestyle here in the United States or our social status, our children in Guinea are trying to go to school. Let us help them with tuition fees to lessen their burden. Let us help build the future by showing an act of kindness. Let us do it for humanity, and I'm sure positively that our donation will not make us any poorer. Guinea does not belong to one tribe. What I mean by that is Guinea doesn't belong to the Fulani, nor the Susu, Mandingo, Gerze, or any tribe. But Guinea belongs to anyone here who cares for the prosperity of the nation. I urge you, every one of you, to join Les Frères Unis in the fight against poverty and reduce crime by promoting education. Well, there's a lot you can do. You can either join Les Frères Unis, or you can start something on your own, or by voluntarily doing something for your country. We all know the problems of our country. No need for me now to discuss any problem with anyone here, because we all know. Well, we call here today for the solution. We all know the problem. The problems are known. Now let's find out the solution together in order to lead the country forward. Well, when we formed these nonprofit organizations, well, many people ask me several questions. They say to me that, well, how are you sure the money is going to get to the destination? Well, I had one answer for them. I took a trip to Guinea recently in August 2014. I went to Guinea to form Les Frères Unis and learn more about the school situation. So this means that we know what's going on in Guinea. During my visit, I had the opportunity to meet with some parents and many students who showed me that they desire to learn. However, financial difficulties make it very hard for people to send their children to school, care for them when they are sick, and put bread on the table. We all know it's not easy for them over there. Do not be on the sideline, dear friends, by doubting what we are doing. Instead, join us today by becoming a member. We have membership for everyone here. Do not be on the sideline by not doing anything, or else you will be equally responsible for the misery of the country. Regardless if you are Susu or Mandingo, if you sit down, we don't do nothing for the country, we are contributing to the destruction of the country. We need to do something together as one. To all the Guinean citizens here today, I think we all will be equally guilty to some degree not to do anything for our country, and especially after seeing the video presentation I'm about to launch momentarily about the deplorable situation in Guinea. To all our friends, colleagues, and associates who came to support us today, you are our heroes. We appreciate your service to Guinea and to humanity. Although some of us come from different countries or perhaps different continents, but you have showed us that you are caring and kind-hearted. I thank God, the most merciful and powerful, and I thank my mother, who I owe everything. I also thank my wife for supporting me, without forgetting my children who understand what their father is doing. Furthermore, I would like to thank the executive members of Les Frères Unis in front of you. Without them, this will not be possible. Without any exaggeration, I can tell you it is fair to say that these people here are the real patriots of Guinea. They are the real patriots of Guinea. They are the real deal. They're sacrificing their time, dedicating everything they have in order to serve their country. They are not just criticizing the country. Now they understand it's time to do something. Well, I cannot end my speech without thanking someone very special here, which is our board the president of our board, Fatou Camara. I would like to extend my sincere and heartfelt gratitude to Fatou, who is originally from Senegal. When I spoke to Fatou for the first time about Les Frères Unis, she said, I will dedicate my time. She said, I will dedicate my time and all kind of resources I can in order to promote Les Frères Unis. Well, in other words, Fatou have taught us something here. Fatou have taught us that we should eliminate the barriers against us. In French, éliminons les frontières mentales qui existent. L'Afrique est un continent, les mêmes pays. Fatou could easily say that I'm not from Guinea, but no, she didn't say that. But she decided to render humanitarian services to Guinea. Her compassion for others make her a champion. Again, thank you for honoring us with your presence today. And please, stay tuned for the following presentation.
Is the fact that Guinea is a nation rich in natural resources. However, the vast majority of Guineans do not have the luxury of benefiting from the fruits of its own soil. As true patriots, we should have the moral obligation to give back to the country we came from and to the country we love so much. This is the reason we have formed Les Frères Unis, a non-profit organization at the State of New York. Our mission is to provide humanitarian assistance to Guinean children. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to introduce the members of Les Frères Unis. Over the years, we trusted our politicians and government officials to have the basic needs of the loyal Guinean citizens. Therefore, all we got in return was empty promises. Our leaders today are only interested in serving their own best interest and dividing our communities. Our forefathers lived together as one family for years with harmony, love, and peace. On the other hand, this new era of so-called democratic society have destroyed our values and customs because each tribe is fighting the other tribe. Whoever incites neighbors, relatives, or friends to fight each other is the enemy of the nation. For example, it is always a controversy for two people from different tribes to get married. In sum, we have become a divided nation. Let us say no to all these atrocities and hostilities from one tribe to another. Brothers and sisters, let's show unity and compassion for each other because that is a way to prosperity. As Guinean citizens, it is now time to take action. This is the reason we urge everyone to join alongside Les Frères Unis in the fight against poverty, because we firmly believe that everyone can make a difference by helping one child at a time. Recently, I went to Guinea to form Les Frères Unis. During my visit, I had the opportunity to meet with several people in different communities to find out the main reason children are dropping out of school. Many people is having difficulties meeting their financial responsibilities. For example, paying tuition fees, putting bread on the table, caring for their children when they are sick represent a challenge for the majority of Guineans. This is the reason parents subscribe to their children to school. Teachers told me that they are teaching in difficult situations because they lack the adequate tools to teach. Also, there are many students crowded in every classrooms. As a result, teachers cannot give individual attention to students. What was touching during my visit was the fact that students emphasize their desire to study, but their family financial situation make it very difficult for them to continue their education. Dear friends, here is our promise to you today. 80% of our hard-working dollars will go directly to support the children in Guinea through sponsorship into our many programs. Some of the programs will include providing educational supports such as the purchasing of school uniforms, transportation, books, and all the necessary tools that will enable students to enrich their lives. In addition, we will provide financial assistance for such things as doctor's appointment, medications, thereby promoting a healthy environment for both family and community. However, if you are from Guinea and are not convinced how we are planning to spend your donation, or if you are not sure if the money will get to the destination, then I invite you to join Les Frères Unis in the US. And also, please send people you know in Guinea to observe our operations. The regrettable thing will be rejecting this movement by raising doubts of transparency. Instead, join us today. Let us do this as one family. Let us do it for our country. Please, let us make a promise to the children today. Let us tell them that they will achieve their goals by supporting them. Let us contribute to the development of the country. I hope this was very edifying for you, and I thank you very much for honoring us with your presence today.
Thank you, Alpha. Thank you for this wonderful speech and this wonderful presentation showing how Guinean kids are living there. Okay, right now I would like to call the Secretary and Director of Outreach, Madam Adiatou Balde, for her speech. Please welcome.
Mesdames et messieurs, chers invités, mes collègues et moi voudrions tout d'abord vous remercier d'avoir fait ce déplacement. Chers participants et participantes, il n'est nul besoin de rappeler que plus une société est instruite et bien éduquée, plus elle gagne en productivité et tend à accélérer son développement. En outre, le système d'éducation repose sur son cycle primaire, d'où la raison du choix de l'éducation dans le secteur primaire. Nous considérons l'éducation comme l'un des éléments importants du développement des personnes. Je veux parler des facultés physiques, psychiques et intellectuelles. Nous avons défini l'éducation comme étant un facteur de paix, de justice, de respect, de tolérance, de diversité culturelle et religieuse. Partout dans le monde, l'éducation et la santé sont étroitement liées. Des jeunes en bonne santé sont susceptibles de faire preuve d'une meilleure efficacité. Il existe une corrélation entre le niveau d'assimilation des cours et un meilleur état de santé. Sans santé, il n'y a pas d'éducation. L'éducation est d'ailleurs la colonne vertébrale d'un pays. Et plus loin, je dirais que l'éducation n'est pas seulement un droit, mais qu'elle est fondamentale. C'est la condition d'une paix durable, le moteur de développement humain qui permettra à tout un chacun de recevoir une instruction et de pouvoir l'utiliser dans la vie sociale. Notre but, c'est de venir en aide aux enfants démunis, donner l'espoir aux jeunes Guinéens, aider la jeunesse à la recherche de l'excellence, contribuer à l'épanouissement de cette jeunesse. Durant notre expérience, nous avons remarqué certains obstacles. Nous avons constaté que dans plusieurs foyers, ils n'ont pas de moyens qui les permettent de subvenir à l'éducation de leurs enfants. De ce fait, les parents sont dans l'obligation d'envoyer les enfants dans des activités économiques telles que le petit commerce et les petits métiers, les permettant de subvenir à leurs besoins. Je parlerai de la pauvreté, la distance parcourue par les parents et les élèves pour atteindre leur établissement respectif. On y pense rarement, pourtant une mauvaise santé est l'une des causes d'absentéisme chez les élèves. C'est dans ce but que nous vous avons mobilisé ce soir pour qu'ensemble, nous luttons contre la pauvreté en Guinée, pour qu'ensemble, nous rehaussons le moral du petit Guinéen en lui donnant espoir et confiance. Sur ce, mesdames et messieurs, chers invités, je terminerai par vous dire qu'éduquer, c'est agir. Éduquer, c'est agir. Mesdames et messieurs, nous avons fait appel à plusieurs confrères pour qu'ils fassent une donation. Nous avons organisé des matchs de football. Nous entendons comme maintenant et dans le futur vous faire appel encore et demander votre support. Je vous remercie.
Merci beaucoup, Adiatou. Merci. That was a wonderful speech. Ladies and gentlemen, right now I would like to call Madame Aminata Tall, President of Les Frères Unis of Guinea. Please welcome her.
Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs. Monsieur le Président des Frères Unis de Guinée, Messieurs et Madame, chers invités, permettez-moi, au nom des Frères Unis de Guinée, de vous transmettre les sincères salutations et notre profonde gratitude pour la confiance placée en nous dans le cadre des activités que nous devons mener ensemble pour le bonheur des enfants guinéens. C'est un honneur pour moi aujourd'hui de prendre la parole devant cette Assemblée pour parler des Frères Unis qui existent depuis le 14 mars 2014 suite à une assemblée qui s'est tenue à Hamdallah Mosquée dans la commune de Ratouma. Les Frères Unis de Guinée, c'est une association à caractère apolitique et à but non lucratif. Elle se fixe comme objectif améliorer la scolarisation des enfants démunis, appuyer les enfants du primaire et du secondaire du pays, développer et soutenir les activités d'éducation scolaire et de sensibilisation, collaborer avec toutes les ONG qui luttent contre la pauvreté, participer à l'alphabétisation et à la création de l'emploi de la jeune fille. En effet, le peuple de Guinée, à travers son ONG, reste très reconnaissant et exprime sa profonde gratitude aux Frères Unis pour leur engagement dans l'atteinte de ces objectifs. Dans le cadre de sa mise en œuvre au plan d'action 2014-2015, nous envisageons reporter les enfants déshérités en âge d'aller à l'école dans les quartiers de Conakry. Prendre en charge des enfants en frais de scolarité, fourniture, santé et de soins. Pour la réussite du projet, la réalisation de ces différentes activités nécessite la conjugaison des efforts de toutes les bonnes volontés pour un appui technique, financier et humain. En réalité, nous sommes conscients que les besoins de scolarité des enfants sont immenses en Guinée. C'est pourquoi le succès de ce présent projet nous permettra d'élargir nos activités et dans d'autres localités, d'où la mobilisation des ressources reste un facteur primordial. Les deux ONG souhaitent que les efforts des deux entités soient axés sur des bases de confiance réciproque, de solidarité dans les œuvres pour leur succès commun, celui d'une Guinée unie et prospère. J'exprime l'espoir que cette collaboration qui vient de naître bénéficiera de chacun pour le bien-être des enfants guinéens. Pour terminer, permettez-moi de remercier le peuple américain pour son hospitalité, sans oublier le peuple sénégalais, les Maliens, Léonais, Congolais, Dominicains, Pakistanais, en bref, tous ceux qui ont eu la bonne volonté de nous avoir honorés de leur présence. Je vous remercie.
beaucoup, Madame Tal. Merci. That was a wonderful speech. Ladies and gentlemen, now we have two special guests. I would like to call our first special guest, Aissata Khan. Aissata Khan. Please welcome her.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Aissata Khan. I am currently going to Goldie Maple Academy. And before I begin my speech, I would like to tell you all about the time I went to Guinea for school. I went to Guinea for pre-K, and it was very challenging because we lacked the supplies we needed, and it was a lot of us crowded in one classroom. Lefraise Unis is a nonprofit organization, and our goal is to help the children in Guinea with health care and financial school problems. The kids in Guinea want to learn and want to become somebody, but they can only do that with our help and our donations. So please, I ask you kindly, donate and help us now. Knowledge is gold, so help those children get their goal. Thank you and have a good evening.
Thank you, Aisha. Thank you. That was powerful, wonderful. When we talk about kids, I think everyone should think about the future. They are the future. They are tomorrow. They everything. They everything for all around the world. So we need to listen to them. We need to help them. We need to provide whatever they need to succeed. Right now, I would like to call our second special guest, Nancy Silla. Please welcome.
Thank you everyone for coming out to this special event. We would like to thank everyone for coming out for the business to come see us. My name is Nancy Silla, but before I start, I would like to tell you a time I went to Guinea. 4 years ago, I went to Guinea and I saw kids with one book, one pencil, and one pen. I thought it was like America. That was their homework, but when they went to school, they had more books. 4 years later, my dad asked me to write a speech. I wondered what it was about. He told me it was to help Guinea get books, pencils, and much, much more. But I assumed they already had it. Now I would like to start. I go to Maho and Herkoma. When I go to school, I have a lot of supplies to last me the whole year. But Guinea don't. That's why we asked you to come today. If you donate money, we can make miracles happen. But it starts with you. We can't have school without supplies. Imagine your kids are in this situation. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Nancy. That was really also powerful. She mentioned about her having the school supply for the whole year. And when she was in Guinea, she saw kids having like one pencil, one pen, one notebook, and that's really touchy. Okay. Right now, we have a video presentation. I will have to call Alpha to help. The American and the Guinean school systems. Please watch it slowly and then pay attention. Please pay attention. Thank you.
Ayo nene, nene nene tuti. Ayo nene, nene nene tuti. Struggling a long time, nobody's gonna take my baby. 'Cause I know somebody's gotta know. Struggling a long time, nobody's gonna take my baby. 'Cause I know somebody's gotta know. Somebody's gonna know. Somebody's gonna know.
Thank you, Alpha. Ladies and gentlemen, these pictures show it all. This shows the reason why this wonderful young Guinean have this wonderful idea of helping these kids over there. Please help them help these kids. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Right now, I think our last speaker is the business coordinator, Mr. Boubacar Kamara. Please welcome Mr. Boubacar.
Hello, everyone. I've seen everyone clap after that little excerpt. Quite frankly, it is not something that I would want to clap about. This is the reality that I've lived. And I can tell you today, that most of my friends you see sitting here have also lived this reality. So we're not doing this out of nowhere. We're doing this because we have lived it. I got involved in this project for this very reason. Most of these brothers and sisters you see sitting here today, all, if not most of them, migrated here for this very reason. To come here, work, dedicate half of their income to our family back home. This country also provides great opportunities for all of us to increase our education, to increase our livelihood. It offers anything that anyone can pretty much hope for, my apologies, as far as increasing your welfare, this country provided for all of us. I have 4 children. For those who don't know, I might look a little younger, but I do. I have 2 back home, 2 here. And I can tell from experience that my children that are in Guinea and the ones that are here living in 2 different realities. I know that. Those pictures you just seen, I can tell you that my children are living under the same exact circumstances, regardless of how much I try to do, but this is all the country can offer. So here, when our children are 5 or so, you are forced to put them through school. It's very easy because they have schools all around you. You actually get into trouble if you don't do so. This is a tradition that's imposed upon every citizen or non-citizen with children. You have to put them through school. But this evening, as you've seen these videos and you've seen my predecessors, we are again here to talk about our children again. But these are the ones that we have from the motherland in Africa, in Guinea precisely. Our little brothers and sisters there, so many of them crying. Their lives are cut short. Some end up in prisons. Some end up with realities that you and I can never imagine for our children, let alone our neighbors. Some grow up disoriented, and the luckiest among them might land a job at a bakery or selling water where his friends are attending schools. He's out selling water. So we have to try to do something about this today. It is a reality that we all face. It's right at our door. We have to do something about it. And it starts today. These skills are calling upon us. That's why we're here this evening to discuss. So we have taken upon ourselves to build a generation of intellectuals. And this began from the bottom up. We want to make sure that every child gets a fair share. So with the help of well-wishers, such as you and myself, we urge you to help and give a donation to feed, educate, and secure means to cure sick children, and I mean even a child. It's already a great achievement. Equality is the essence of this foundation. And we are committed to promote education, health, and security to every children. We have a dedicated team in Guinea at this very moment doing a phenomenal job. We're very proud of them. And we have with us tonight our executive representative from Guinea, Mrs. Aminata Khan, who made a special trip at her own expense just to be here at this event. But not only that, the reports that she brings with her are awakening to a very unfortunate reality and emotional, especially to me. I have lived this reality. I've been kicked out of school so many times. As a child, I even began to think it was normal. But today, reflecting back to that, I can imagine how my mother felt whenever she saw me coming from school because she couldn't afford to pay $2. It only cost $2 back then for my monthly tuition. My mother couldn't afford it. My father couldn't afford it. So I spent most of my days getting kicked out. So you have here tonight your brothers and sisters calling upon you to come help by donating anything you can. But back then, I wish there was a foundation such as this who would come knock on my father's door to tell him, hey, we are here to help sponsor one of your children to go through the elementary stage of education. I'm sure he would have been happy about that. In every neighborhood you go, these kids are growing more and more in much worse conditions. Illiteracy has become an epidemic in Africa, precisely in Guinea. It's becoming more and more destructive unless we begin to do something about it. And it has to start right now, right here. So I am urging you all, whatever you can. Today, reports have shown that it only takes about $10 to $15 to help a child on a monthly basis. So anybody who can do anything, if you want to take upon yourself to help sponsor one child a month or a year, depending on how comfortable you are, will be greatly appreciated. I thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope this serves us all as a lesson. Thank you, and I apologize if I made any mistakes.
Thank you, Boubacar. Thank you. That was so touchy. That he himself lived this situation when he was a kid. The girls are passing around some envelopes. Please, the Les Frères Unis Foundation is asking for your help. Whatever you can donate today, this is greatly appreciated. If you do not have cash with you, or you don't have a check, your check, you can write down your name, address, and the amount you want to pledge. And then we will call you or we'll send you a reminder. If you do not have time to send the money, you can always call us. We will go to your house for pickup. Thank you. Les Frères Unis needs your help. Thanks. Okay, right now it's the time for the raffle. We have 3 prizes today for the raffle. The first prize is a smartwatch. The second prize is a 3-in-1 breakfast maker. And the third prize is a digital steamer. Now, I need help. I want to call Mamadi Keita, Sarah Keita, and Manasta Fofana. Please join me here. And Aminata Khan. Aminata. Mamadi Keita, Sarah Keita, Manasta Fofana, Aminata Khan. You're going to have to pick up one. You're going to pick up one, okay? No, it's not your number.
Come in front of the camera. Come so that people can see.
What's the number?
What's the 50?
Number 50. Who has 50? 50. 50. 50. No number 50. Number 1. Who has number 1? Oh! Congratulations.
The first prize is a smartwatch. Right now, the new technology, we know we can even receive and make phone calls from our watches, right? So the first prize is a smartwatch. Please come pick up your gift as a donation.
Thank you, everyone. My name is Frank Nzamba. I'm from Congo Brazzaville. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Frank. Second one. Number 33. 33. 33.
Numéro 33.
33. 33. Ow.
Yeah, you're not supposed to take it out. It's a cancel. No, it's cancel. We cancel. We take another one.
Okay, that number is cancelled. 33 is cancelled. 33 is cancelled. Cancelled. Oh, sorry. That was a miscommunication. Miscommunication. 33. Okay,
It's a 3-in-1 stainless steel breakfast maker. There's a coffee maker on the side, a small oven, and a fryer. I'm sure she will use it.
Thank you. My name is my master, Madame Fofana. I'm from West Guinea, Africa.
Thank you, Madame Fofana. One, two. Number 12. No 12?
Well, congratulations, number 12. This is a Hamilton Beach digital steamer.
Alma Misila from West Africa, Guinea.
Thank you, Mr. Silla.
Okay, that ends the raffle. Congratulations to all winners. Okay, I want to thank the ones who helped us for the raffle. Mamadi Keita, Aminata Khan, Saran Keita, thank you. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this ends the first part of the event. The second will follow shortly. But before, I would like to thank each and everyone for honoring Les Frères Unis by being here this evening. I cannot finish without thanking also my friend Alpha and all the members of Les Frères Unis Foundation, who did a wonderful job to make this event happen. Thank you all. Okay. Please. No, not yet, not yet. Okay. Please remember, if you need more information about the foundation, go to www.lesfreresunis.com. If you are willing to contribute, you can do so either online or by sending a check to Les Frères Unis Foundation. You can also call us at 188-224-0345. You are always welcome. If you are interested in joining the foundation as a member, you can also do so by going to www.lesfreresunis.com or by calling us. Someone will always be there to help you, to welcome you, to explain to you about the foundation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now is the time. Now is the time to eat. Eat, eat, eat. Eat. Please enjoy the food.
Okay, hi, thank you for coming to this special event. It's the fundraising for kids. And could you tell me a little bit about how do you see this and why did you accept to come here today on this special event?
Well, I work as a delivery company, and Abdul, one of your member here, I believe he's the director. I believe he's the director, and he invited me, and the first time I'm here, and I enjoyed your visit, enjoyed your company, enjoyed the whole thing, and I saw what you do, and which is a very good cause, and I hope you do well in this. Okay.
Thank you so much.
No problem. My name is Jay Gill.
Thank you. I heard you saying you're from Congo, okay? And we know how children in Congo in the past years, decade, were suffering because of this, the war, civil war. And for you, it's not surprising to see here today and give your contribution for children in Guinea.
Oh, yeah. First of all, I'm going to thank you guys because this is very great ideas. Because the first time, I heard that from my friends, we work together. He's from Guinea, and he was telling me about the organization, the event, and then when the president, the CEO, passed by to record, like to take some contribution, and I told him I would be there because this kind of thing, we are human, we live it, like we face it before.
Hello.
Yeah, we face it. We came from back home from Africa. We face it. We live in the same situation as these children right now. So why not to stick together, try to help them for the better future of Africa, for our countries. And I really like the idea the CEO told me, like, why not to break the boundaries we have between all of our countries, like to make Africa as one country, one continent, so that we can go forward. That's why I'm here. And I have the same idea too from the Congo. Maybe one day I will be the one maybe to do such a thing.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Monsieur Traoré, bonsoir et bienvenue à cet événement spécial. Alors, quelles sont vos impressions sur l'organisation des frères, les Frères Unis, fundraising pour les enfants déshérités en Guinée?
Merci. C'est d'abord présenter mes compliments aux initiateurs de ce mouvement. C'est une cause utile qui parle de formation des enfants, qui parle du choix du cycle primaire pour la formation des enfants, est une initiative noble. Cette initiative mérite d'être soutenue et améliorée. Améliorée dans ce sens que la Guinée ne s'arrête pas à Conakry. Les problèmes sont cruciaux plus à l'intérieur du pays qu'à Conakry. C'est vrai qu'il faut parrainer des enfants, mais quand vous prenez aujourd'hui la carte scolaire de la Guinée, vous trouverez des villages entiers où à cause des conditions d'accueil, les infrastructures existent, les enfants ne peuvent pas aller à l'école tout simplement parce qu'il n'y a pas d'instituteurs ou d'institutrices. Si les frères unis prenaient l'initiative d'aller dans des villages pauvres, prendre par exemple le cycle primaire de 6 ans et créer des conditions pour prendre en charge sur le plan du salaire, sur le plan du logement et sur le plan d'une couverture sanitaire, un groupe d'instituteurs, l'impact sera beaucoup plus important pour les générations futures. Et dans les grandes villes, aller dans les quartiers périphériques pour pouvoir améliorer cela. En tout cas, je félicite les organisateurs.
Alors, vous êtes Madame Fanta Djabi. Ok, alors...
Je suis la directrice de guide aux États-Unis d'Amérique. Je suis venue assister à notre association, là ça s'est bien passé. Je remercie tout le monde, madame et monsieur. Je remercie tout le monde, ça s'est bien passé. Dieu merci, alhamdoulilah, que Dieu nous bénisse.
Alors quand on parle des enfants, vous êtes directement concerné, c'est ça?
Oui, je suis concernée à ça parce que les enfants, là, ce qu'on doit faire pour les enfants, pour les aider, pour faire l'éducation dans notre pays, là, que ça se marche bien, on va tout faire pour aider les enfants.
Merci madame.
Oui, merci beaucoup.
Kuma, madame Tou Kuma. Kuma. Yeah. Mba nyalari motamba vive États-Unis na kamba dangiki moba nyalari muno ma dande falade donc mona uwa manaka yogo malagine rastika fira yarima lagine dumi ramali wonga sembe fima ifanga keli era éducation nga fima alaka asembe na sewe fi woma moba nyalari moma dande to.
Merci.
OK, merci beaucoup.
Tafa Fofana, vous êtes membre organisateur des Frères Unis, c'est ça? Toutes mes félicitations d'abord pour cette réussite. Alors, dites-nous comment c'est venu l'idée de mettre sur pied cette ONG?
Ok, l'idée est venue que... Voilà, j'avais vu que chaque fois quand je vais en Guinée, je voyais mes frères et mes cousins dont leurs enfants partaient à l'école. Et deux fois même, il y a beaucoup qui venaient me demander pour aider vraiment les enfants pour partir à l'école. Donc nous avons vu que vraiment c'est un problème. Il faut essayer d'aider les enfants pauvres ou les parents qui n'ont pas les moyens pour que leurs enfants puissent aller à l'école. Donc quand je suis à mon retour aux États-Unis, mon frère, le président Alpha Khan, avait déjà vraiment lancé l'idée. J'étais obligé de me joindre à lui pour que vraiment je puisse l'aider dans son programme pour pouvoir aider les enfants pauvres de chez nous. Les enfants albinos, les enfants orphelins et la plupart des enfants, vous voyez, qui sont abandonnés dans la rue parce que les parents n'ont pas les moyens pour pouvoir les conduire à l'école. Donc l'idée est venue que vraiment, pour qu'on puisse se regrouper ici et aider ces enfants-là. Et réellement, vous voyez, l'éducation, c'est tout à fait normal pour un enfant. Donc c'est ces enfants-là qui peuvent être des avocats demain, des médecins, des docteurs, et pourquoi pas le président même, d'être un chef d'État. Donc si ces enfants-là ne sont pas bien équipés, ne sont pas vraiment bien ordonnés, donc ça ne sera pas facile. Donc on est tombé d'accord ici vraiment et former un groupe, une organisation qui est tout à fait apolitique, donc afin qu'on puisse aider là-bas. Donc nous les membres ici, nous avons vu que même si c'est $30 par mois, vous pouvez au moins scolariser, peut-être les frais de scolarisation à peu près deux ou trois enfants. Donc c'est ça notre objectif. C'est ce que nous voulons faire.
Et ça, c'est la première organisation, c'est ça?
Oui, c'est la première organisation, c'est notre premier fonds de raising. On vient de commencer et vous voyez comment ça s'est passé. Et peut-être dans 3 mois ou dans 6 mois, on essaiera encore de réorganiser encore. Et pour le moment, la présence de beaucoup de gens fera que la majeure partie de ces invités-là soient informés et sera encore le porteur de message pour les autres enfants qui n'ont pas appris encore le nom de cette ONG. Donc c'est une ONG qui a pris naissance ici, aux États-Unis, et nous avons mis encore un siège en Guinée là-bas. Nous avons des représentants, donc avec qui nous allons combiner ensemble de travailler pour pouvoir vraiment aider l'éducation de chez nous.
Je vous remercie.
Merci.
What was your feeling when you were talking about children and you were telling people to donate? What were you feeling that time?
I was feeling happy because the children would finally get the supplies they needed and they would be able to go to school without any problems. So this organization has really helped a lot, and I hope it will grow in the future, and that's all.
So you feel like all the kids around the world and especially in Africa have to go to school, like they have to. Yeah.
The kids, they want to go to school, so it would be really nice for them to get the education they need, so they can grow up and be doctors, nurses, be everything they would like to be in life. So it would be really nice.
Do you want to be in the future?
I want to be a doctor.
Doctor? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Vous appelez maman?
Je m'appelle Hadja Aminata Tall, présidente des Frères Unis de Guinée.
Ah d'accord, c'est vous qui avez lu le discours?
Oui, c'est moi.
Alors, vous avez vu cette mobilisation de tout le monde, les gens sont venus de partout. Alors un mot pour cette organisation?
Oui, c'est un sentiment de fierté pour cette organisation. Les gens se sont mobilisés, sont venus massivement pour assister les Frères Unis de Guinée. Je suis très contente et je remercie tout le monde au nom de la Guinée, au nom de tous les Frères Unis.
Merci bien.
Merci.
Votre nom?
C'est Hadja Aminata Tall, présidente des Frères Unis de Guinée.
Ok, président des Frères Unis. D'accord.
En République de Guinée-Conakry. Merci.
Your name?
Nancy Silla. Aisha Fofana.
So tell me why you're here today, and you had a speech at the event when the event was happening, and how did you feel about it? And could you remember me? What did you say to the people?
I said that if they donate money, we can make miracles happen. The reason I said that was because if they get donated money, kids can have a better life just like us.
So, because you want kids to go to school?
Yes. And also go to college.
You're part of the organizer, right? So.
My father, Mustafa Fofana.
I saw you selling tickets here.
No, I was just helping. I'm the receptionist.
So, did people give a lot of money? People give a lot of money? You think that people donate?
Yeah, people did give a lot of money to help donate and help out.
So, you happy about that?
Yeah, I'm very happy.
One last word, you want to say something to all the kids in the world, in Africa, that the money is coming very soon and they're going to be happy, yes?
Well, all I got to say is that we doing this all for you.
We're doing this for the kids in Africa.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, girls. Okay.
Okay, we share.
Hello, Alpha and the rest of the group. Congratulations on your big event. It is a successful event. Thank you and good night.
And good luck.
Thank you. Monsieur Alpha Khan, vous êtes le président de cette ONG, qui s'appelle les Frères Unis. Alors, lorsqu'on est le président d'une ONG comme les Frères Unis, et qu'on voit tout ce monde ici, on ne peut être que satisfait, c'est ça, content?
Oui. Well, je vous remercie, Monsieur Tos. C'est un grand honneur pour moi de voir tous les Guinéens, beaucoup de Guinéens et d'autres nationalités de faire un grand déplacement pour supporter les Frères Unis. En fait, notre objectif, c'est lutter contre l'analphabétisation et puis de promouvoir l'éducation. Comme vous voyez, la Guinée est divisée maintenant. Donc, nous, on ne peut pas être comme ça sans faire quelque chose pour le beau pays. Donc, les divisions ethniques là, doivent cesser pour qu'on puisse faire quelque chose ensemble en tant que Guinéens. Donc, notre objectif, c'est de solliciter des fonds pour aider les enfants en Guinée.
Alors, donc ça c'est une première, hein, c'est ça. C'est un succès pour vous. Vous pensez que vous allez rentrer dans vos ambitions?
Oui, ça a été un succès. Effectivement, bon, ça me va droit au cœur de voir, c'est-à-dire quelques individus d'autres nationalités venir au secours de la Guinée. Ça me touche vraiment. Et puis je vois aussi, parmi les invités, beaucoup d'autres ethnies ici, pas les Peuls ni Malinké, mais les Guinéens. Comme je l'ai dit aussi, on doit éliminer, c'est-à-dire les conflits ethniques qui existent entre nous. Donc je suis vraiment satisfait du déplacement. Et bien sûr, l'année prochaine, nous allons aussi mobiliser les Guinéens pour qu'ils puissent venir et puis faire quelque chose encore pour le pays.
D'accord. On sait le plus souvent qu'il y a des ONG qui existent, qui font des fundraising. Lorsqu'ils ont l'argent, il y a une question de gestion au sein même de l'association, qu'au transfert bien sûr de la gestion ici, interne, qu'externe aussi. Alors, est-ce que on parle ici de transparence au niveau de certaines ONG? Le projet ne se pose pas à votre niveau, j'espère. Alors dites-nous, rassurez-nous que l'argent que les gens vous donnent et que vous allez investir effectivement dans l'éducation des enfants.
Bien sûr, ça c'est une très bonne question et puis la question a été posée chaque fois que nous mobilisons les gens. Donc comme vous voyez, nous, je ne peux pas vous citer les noms des ONG qui ne sont pas transparentes. Mais moi, à mon niveau, ce que je rassure à tous les Guinéens, c'est que chaque dollar qu'ils vont contribuer, ils iront directement aux Guinéens. Je me suis déplacé, j'ai acheté mon billet d'avion ici pour me rendre en Guinée, c'est-à-dire pour voir la situation et pour fonder l'ONG là-bas, pour mettre les gens en place. Donc, nous ne transférons pas l'argent à une personne, mais nous transférons l'argent de banque en banque avec des reçus, avec des preuves, et puis nous avons aussi contacté quelques écoles. Donc, la scolarisation sera payée aussi à travers de notre banque en Guinée, directement vers le compte de l'école. Donc, nous correspondons de banque en banque. Nous évitons que l'argent tombe dans les mains du personnel qui se trouve en Guinée.
Vous avez une représentation, bien sûr, en Guinée, c'est ça?
Absolument, oui. On a une représentation là-bas. La présidente était là tout à l'heure, elle a fait son discours, elle a fait le rapport. Elle a fait un déplacement pour assister à ce dîner. C'était pour rendre le compte et puis pour rassurer aussi la population américaine que les fonds seront utilisés.
À part ces fundraising, est-ce que vous avez d'autres sources de revenus, d'obtention, comme d'autres sources d'aide, je veux dire, comme d'autres institutions ou bien même le gouvernement guinéen en place?
Oui, vous savez, comme ils disent, avant de demander d'aide à quelqu'un, il faut d'abord prouver que vous voulez vous-même faire quelque chose de vous-même. C'est-à-dire, avant même de demander l'aide auprès du gouvernement, tout ce que nous mobilisons là vient directement de notre propre poche. Donc c'est de nous d'abord, avant le gouvernement, avant des institutions privées.
Merci.
Je vous remercie.
Okay.
Écoutez, je suis très satisfaite aujourd'hui. J'avais un peu de peur qu'il n'y avait pas de monde, mais vraiment, je suis vraiment satisfaite pour cette première que nous avons fait aujourd'hui. Vraiment. Et j'espère que prochainement, nous aurons encore plus de monde mobilisé encore. Vraiment.
Qu'est-ce que vous a marqué aujourd'hui dans cette dédicace, dans cette organisation, cet événement? Est-ce qu'il y a un point spécial qui vous a réellement touché le cœur?
Ce qui m'a plus touché le cœur, c'est le fait en fait d'avoir plein de gens ici. Nous ne sommes pas du même ethnie, vous voyez. C'est ce qui fait une Guinée.
une Guinée, c'est pas seulement une ethnie, on est plusieurs ethnies. Mais en se serrant la main, on devient plus fort en fait. Et c'est ça le but de notre union en fait. C'est ce qu'on cherche.
Alors, donc, vous comptez organiser encore d'autres, bien sûr, c'est ça?
On compte organiser, on va dire à peu près chaque 6 mois, ou selon nos moyens, quoi. Mais on vraiment tout, à chaque fois que nous aurons les moyens, nous aurons organisé des trucs comme ça, quoi. À chaque fois.
On dit derrière un homme, un grand homme, se cache une grande dame. Vous ne vous cachez pas du tout derrière ce grand homme. Vous êtes au contraire exposé et vous travaillez dur. Félicitations.
Merci infiniment et merci à vous d'être venus aujourd'hui. Merci.